Right, hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL and thank you for joining us for round number 2 of Division 1 Season 9, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Joining me in the commentary booth once again tonight is FTRL Panini, and we've got Joe Burns as a third member, not in his Toro Rosso for the rest of the season. Evening chaps.
Hello.
Hello. It looks like a very bright and blue Baku, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain in qualifying.
Oh, FTRL Panda's just slammed it into the wall at the castle section. I don't think he's got any damage though.
You unhappy bear.
Right, with Joe in the commentary booth, that left an empty seat at Red Bull, which has been taken up by the returning Flying Throne. How do we think he's going to slot in?
The couple of races he managed last season, he was, I think, podium in both of them.
Yeah, it's quick guy.
You'd anticipate him to be challenging Panda tonight if Panda gets a clean run. We do have another change that isn't permanent, but Mr. Reva's Revenge forgot to pick his car for tonight's race, so he's been placed in the Toro Rosso. However, he will still gain points for Williams. He's just a bit of a noob.
He'll gain points for Williams should he manage to score any.
Yeah. Should he manage to last the entire race, I hope.
A mixture of tyre choices for the first runs.
Well, we did a practice lobby earlier with a couple of the guys, and a couple of the guys I wouldn't expect were struggling around here. I'm not going to mention names yet because some people might be listening who want to get some knowledge, but I will mention it in the race. But maybe some unusual candidates for the top 3 today.
Well, we've got one of our fellow admins has popped up in the stream chat, saying Team Aaron, no wait.
Right.
I think that may be throwing shade.
I think you meant former admin, by the way.
Oh, that is the thing. We do have Aaron here, but he's just watching and taking part for video purposes later, maybe. Depends if we bothered. So there you go. Bit of housekeeping. There you go. So in other words, don't insult him in the stream because he's here to listen. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Bran looks to be continuing that run of form he's found.
What I'm interested in seeing is, I've seen a lot of cars on the Ultrasoft, and Pletix has gone half a second slower than Tim 12 on the soft.
Should be fun when he straps on the purple tyre. I'd imagine a time nearer to what Zach's just done. 1:36.9.
Yeah, chicken guy's about to cross the line on the softs.
That makes me feel well slow, so thanks for that, Zach. I think I managed at 38.6 or something in qualifying, practice qualifying, so great. Thanks boys for continually making me look slow.
No respect at all.
Yellow flag in second 1 and 2, but that could be someone letting people past. Got a couple of hashtag Team Ravers in the chat already. From 3 fans, they're mounting up. Dutch got across the line. 150.7. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean,
He's still
I
got the
saw Goy Carp.
I think he's still got the sandbags in from practice.
Yeah, I've seen Goy Carp do some practice earlier and managed a 145. So, I mean, I don't mean to throw a bit of shade on Dutch, but he needs to pick up the pace a little bit. He's being outshone by Ferrari's fourth driver at the moment. So. Be interesting to see what Catamese does today. He's psyched up for today's race, so hopefully he doesn't overspsych himself into a barrier. But
He's about to come across the line.
I've got CG on the supers in 6th, which is. Oh, did Cat invalidate or is he just starting a lap?
I think he might be starting one.
Yeah, he hasn't invalidated yet, so he's just starting a lap.
I think Cat was looking forward to this race. He seemed very keen to get going in the chat earlier on this evening.
Must have been putting the practice in.
So Dutch had gone on for another lap and managed a 38.5 on the soft. Which actually puts him 3/10 slower than his old teammate. And Kiko. It's going to be an interesting grid tonight, I think.
Be a few interesting positions.
Ooh, City Posh Blue in the stream chat, which is nice to see. I know he missed last week's race. Was he missing this week's race as well? I can't remember. I wish I had a memory that worked. Oh, where's Academy? He's gone P3.
Right on.
And Rebels Revenge has put in the Discord, sorry everyone. I wonder if that's for his car choice. I'm not sure. I didn't see him getting away with anyone. But...
There's been a lot of yellows.
I'd like to think that Rivers didn't cause all of them. I mean, Rivers has just got a play seat to go with his new wheel, so he's trying to get used to that today as well. Oh, so City Posh Blue is missing tomorrow's race because he's still on holiday, but he's going to be back for Canada. So that's going to be interesting for Div 2. So, have fun on holiday, City Posh.
Yeah, I think Div 2 are also missing Stocky and Willy Tix tomorrow night, so...
Yes, I mean... it's such a shame. As regular viewers to this FTRL Div1 might realise that there's a few different names tonight. Brandon Man Glover has changed his gamer tag to just Brandon Glover. I think he was getting ribbed a bit in the chart, so that's understandable. Ox is now FTRL Oxy. I think that's about it for changes in names. Unless I'm blind. Even possible.
Yeah.
I think they're the only changes so far.
That's our hero anyway.
Is rumoured to be thinking about changing his. So maybe another FTRL lining up on the grid soon. Which is nice to say.
Ox just improved to P2, 137.1. Zach just found another half a second.
Wow. Right, I've just got on board with both bananas. They've set the first laps on the soft. Both of them came out on the ultra soft. And then on the out lap decided to come back in the pits very late. I don't know what's going on with Team Banana.
Both nearly set like identical lap times as well.
Well, Throme's in the final sector. Should probably be an improvement if this is a flying lap.
Practically the same time as Dutch Tricks.
Yep, match Dutch.
However, did Dutch set that time on the soft?
He did, that's a soft time.
I think with his top 5 on ultras, it's going to force a couple of the guys' hands further back. Because if you're Dutch, you don't really want to be starting 11th, 12th, 13th. You want to be near the front.
No, he doesn't want to be in that sort of position when he comes round to the castle section.
Yeah, I did some practice earlier and yeah, I'm not going to mention it.
It bit, didn't it?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, you're not alone in that fact.
I'm hoping both McLaren boys go easy on the front wing so I can have some spare ones for tomorrow. But we'll see. So who do we reckon's going to get pole then, boys?
I think the top 2 will probably stay as it is.
I can see Plexit getting himself in between Zach and Ox. I think Zach will probably hang on to it though.
Mad time by Zach.
Plexit is currently set the pits on the supers. If he goes to the ultras, I think he's got a good chance. As well as its physics, they're both very quick over one lap. However, Dutch is gone out on his supers, so he's not going for pole. However, as we saw last year, Dutch can win races without pole. So.
Yeah, they only got one pole position last season.
Yeah. Well, Panda's gone out on the supers as well. It's unusual for him to be 17th after 15 minutes of a qualifying session.
Yeah, we've got a very competitive grid in Div1 now. So it's
Well,
crazy.
the 2 McLarens have gone out on the super soft tyre.
I know they're quick, but it's going to be very difficult to challenge for pole position from the super soft tyre, especially with people like Zach setting at 36.4. Do what City Posh after. Go for Plexits to win, Cresta gets second and Chicken Guy third. It is City Posh driving for Team Banana in Div 2.
Yes he is.
Right, that might explain his
You think that swayed his prediction? Yeah.
Who's it Harry Donzo going for? Ox to win, Plexit second and Zach third. There's a lot of people leaving it very late from what they learned. I mean, it's a 1 minute 40 lap, and there's still a couple of people coming down pit lane now.
Panda's just had a great time.
Panda currently the quickest guy on the super soft tyre with that lap. So. Where's Cotton?
Dutch has backed out of his lap.
Well, Academy's going to have to do a qualifying lap on his out lap in order to get round. CJ is in the pits, so he's not going out again. Kawandi's in the pits, so he's not going out again.
Not going well for Dutch, isn't it?
He's definitely got some work to do in today's race. Although he does still have one run left. Pressure is on Dutch.
Tico goes to P5 with that lap. I'll pick up Plexits on his final run.
Well, I want to keep an eye on Dutch. Tico's now gone 5th on the supers. Oxox has snuck back up in the second. Or was he in second?
He was in second.
Oh.
He didn't improve his time on his last run.
Cress has got up to P9 in the super.
Physics will be starting from at least P12.
Matt Cause has gone, what, 22 thousandths quicker than Reber's Revenge. Got Dutch Tricks on the run to the line. We're going to go P7.
Where's Plexit's going to go? P2.
A 36.8 on the supers. I'm pleased he's my teammate.
Yeah, but my teammate's on pole.
On the softer tyre.
Still on pole.
We'll see. We'll see.
Tim 12's just gone second. By 1/1000th of a second. Brand P4.
I will note one thing. Dutch has had to do 2 qualifying laps on this set of supers. And tyre wear can be quite high around here, so... I'm not questioning his decision making, I mean he's a 2-time champion for a reason. But... Ketamase isn't happy with somebody that crashed at the castle section.
I know.
I swear I'm not drunk.
Right, now I know we've added Dutch to the admin team, but I think he's starting to rub off on you a bit too much. So Zach takes pole from Tim 12, Plexits and Brown on row 2. Row 3 is all finished with Ox and Catamies. All Dutch row 4 with Tico and Dutch. Panda and Chicken Guy 9th and 10th. 11th is Crest, 12th CJ, 13th Physics, 14th Throme, 15th is Co-Andy, 16th is Matt Cause, and Raver's Revenge will round off the grid.
I think Raver's Revenge might be struggling with the pressure he's receiving, trying to represent the Bolivian people in this race.
Yeah, they're a proud people.
They are, and I don't think they're going to be happy with 17th on the grid.
It's not a good showing, is it?
We've got Jules Pills asking where Remco is. He's not racing tonight. He has And as a commitment? I don't know. He has something else to do. There you go.
Is that what he's calling her? No, honestly, we don't know what he's doing. So, in typical Division 1 fashion, the race looks dry.
It does, but I'm seeing a few clouds. It doesn't look as shiny as what it was in qualifying. I don't know how a sky can be shiny. I don't know why I said that. Okay.
Right, so Zach's going to lead the pack away for the formation lap. Tim 12 had a disappointing race last week. I believe he retired, so he'll be hoping for better things this week. Plexit's finished P4 after what some might call a dubious in-game penalty, but he got it and he'll have to live with it, but he's my pick for the win today. Brand carries on his incredible form and takes P4. Ox and Cat, they all finish False Indias in 5th and 6th places. Tico in P7, lining up alongside two-time champion Dutch Tricks. FTRL Panda will share a row with another admin, Chicken Guy. His teammate Cress will find himself with Division 2 champion CJ. It's Physics with a disappointing qualifying session. His one lap pace is up there with the best, so I doubt he'll be happy with that. He's going to start on the soft tyre and go deep into the race. Flying Throne will start from P14 on his return to Division 1. Co-Andy from 15th, alongside Matt Cause and Raver's Revenge, bringing up the rear of the train.
Right, well the guys on fresh tyres, so you've got Cress on the supers, you've got CJ and its Physics starting on the soft, Chrome on the supers, and you've got Co-Andy, Matt Cause and Raver's Revenge starting on the soft tyre. Everyone else is on what they qualified, so Chicken Guy, Panda, Dutch, Tico on the supers, Catamies, Ox, Bran on the ultras, Plexit's on the supers in third, so he's going to have an interesting first lap with the temperature, I think.
I'm very interested to see how Plexit is going to play this opening stint.
And Tim and Zach on the ultras. Race prediction from Goy Carp. Matt caused a crash into the pit wall. I mean, he has history. He did it in France in the first a while ago, but he has history. Let's just say that.
But he's been practicing that tonight, from what I heard in the chat.
Chicken Guy has no engine sound, so that's not good.
It's in the Renault. Maybe it's broken again.
We've got a couple hashtag Team Ravers, got a hashtag Team Bolivia. So we've got Tom Price rooting for CJ. So
We've got 5 lights on in Baku. And round 2 is underway. Zach's got a good start. Plexit's up at the outside. Oh, he's into the wall. I think he's got away with damage, but he's lost a couple of places.
Tico tagged the back of Ox at turn 2, and I believe he's got some front right damage on that Red Bull.
Yeah, Plexits might come under attack from the False Indias here. Fends them off. They're going to fight amongst themselves. He'll break away from them.
Co-Andy has wing damage as well.
But Zach's held the lead from Tim. Brand's up to 3rd. Plexit's in 4th. Cat and Ox have swapped places in 5th and 6th.
I don't know if CJ's got damage, but he's fallen backwards.
Well, Dutch is up to 8th.
Because he had made up a couple of places in the top 10, but he's gone back down to 12th in starting position. I can't spot any damage, so it might have just been Getting his tyres up in temperature. Have you seen anything happening too?
I'm just keeping an eye on Dutch at the minute. I find it interesting that he's this low down.
Two false Indies have swapped places. Tico's coming up alongside Cat.
He was trying to get both of them, but he's out of battery. He'd use up all he could use on lap one. Oh, Oxox.
Yep.
Oxox is round.
Oh, and he's hit his teammate.
Cat. Dutch hitting on lap one. Did he get damaged then?
I don't think so.
I can't see him taking the soft 25 laps.
But I imagine he'll give it a go.
Has Dutch ever been last in an FTRL race?
What, finished or running?
Ever.
I mean,
ever. Yeah.
Well, I think it was season 7. He started from last at Abu Dhabi and finished 4th.
Oh.
We've lost Tim.
Castle.
It's the castle. It's just after it.
Such a dodgy place that.
He lost. I think he's tagged the wall on the left. Going up the castle, and it's just after way low.
So I said he'll be hoping for a better result this week. That's gone straight out the window. Plexit is back up into 2nd place now.
He's got past Bran. Obviously.
I'm wondering
Dutch just hit the wall.
I'm wondering if that
Dutch is
was
really
taking
short.
a void in action. For Tim's car, he might have snuck past.
Plexit is in a good position at the moment. He's got obviously Zach's pulling away on the Hilters at the moment. He's got a 1.5 second gap to Brand behind him. Panda's just got past Academies. In turn 1. Which its physics is in the same manoeuvre at the chicken guy. Got Kawandi in the pit lane. The damage he receives is going to kill him because he started on the soft instead of got the super soft. Oh, excuse me, I had a hiccup. Oh.
So we've got one of those FTRL trains forming.
We do, and it's currently behind Tico. What is it? I mean, Panda's in a second. So.
Yeah, we'll call Tico the head of the train, shall we?
If you're going that way, it goes all the way down to Prom.
Yeah. That many cars within a second of each other.
So what? 4th to 13th. Now that's what I call an FTRL train. However, Tico has just tagged the wall. He already had damage on the right hand side of that Red Bull. I don't know if he received any more damage.
Well, physics on that soft tyre is flying. They're 3 wide. It's physics, chicken guy and cat.
He goes in.
Cat's dropped down 2 places there.
Yeah, wing change for Tico.
Goy Carp is supporting his Ferrari do the rinse and come on Dutch. Peatman's predicting a chicken dude to win. We're going to guess that he's also in a banana. From memory he is. So.
Peatman is, yeah.
Yeah. And Goy Carp saying CJ is looking good. So obviously Goy Carp sticking with the Ferrari thing. Ooh, chicken dude and its physics are very close together. So it was a 4th down to 13. Tico pitted and Panda had pulled away from its physic's lap by 1.8 seconds.
Oh, that was a false India hitting the wall. Yep.
Yeah. And it was a big hit. He's lost all his input on that
I say I saw something come off that car.
And Oxox has front left winglet damage. Got his input then.
Yeah, Plexits has just set the fastest lap of the race and he's starting to bring that gap to Zach down.
Panda was on a charge. Let's not forget about Panda.
Let's not forget about Panda. It's going to be
Former division champion.
It's going to be about now. Those ultra soft tyres are going to be crying enough. Matt Cause has had a solid start to the race, up from 16th place to 10th.
He is the first time we've seen him in Div1 this season, as he missed race 1, so he's hoping to get his points, points finish. I don't know. His points finishes started. There we go. It's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say something different, but my mind couldn't come up with the word. Okay.
I'm going to put that down to sleep deprivation. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Pagani took part in a Super GT stream on Saturday and done 50 laps of the Nürburgring Nordschleife.
Yeah, and I didn't sleep the night before, so I went for what, about 36 hours with no sleep, so that was fun. While doing a 7-hour endurance race, so all is good.
Oh, Cress is past Ox.
From is still taking Matt Cause down the front straight.
Plex sits within 1.5 seconds of Zach now.
Plex has caught Zach by a second and pulled away from Brand by a second, so Tico with the fastest lap. He's clung on to the back of his last year teammate in Dutch tricks. I wouldn't guess these two would still be in a party together, they're still good mates, so...
And I would guess they're going to be on the take that tyre to the end strategy.
Yeah, Dutch tyres are 2 laps older than Tico's, but... I mean, if anyone can do it, I mean, back-to-back champion Dutch tricks should
Plex sits within DRS range. He's half that gap through the castle section, so either Zach's had a wobble or he's really starting to struggle on that tyre.
One of the guys in the practice lobby I was in earlier said about lap 6 about when you want to be coming in on that ultra soft tyre, so...
Oh, we're going to see Zach pit.
Yeah, he's staying left. Well left.
Yep. Dives in, so Plexits takes the lead.
That was close. Plexits tried to get his slipstream for as long as possible and just timed it right because Zach Brett had a pit lane entry. Bran was not very happy that his teammate came in and he's weaving down the straight because I think he wanted to come in that lap.
Well, if you've got track position, you'll get the first call. Importantly for Zach, he's come out in front of Ravers.
Got my cause dad in the chat, starting a rivalry with Mr. Goikap. Career prediction: Goikap to finish a lot of races without scoring points.
I don't want to pick a fight with Goikap as the people's champion.
I mean, in fairness to Goy, he did finish the race last week, and I believe he did pick up a point. Or 2.
Pick up 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't keep 9, didn't he?
I was going to say, I think he's got half his final tally from last season in one race.
Right, so Ox also pitted that lap and he's dropped all the way back to the back of the field. But you would think, pitting the same lap as Zach did, that that's the first lap. Those guys are definitely not going to be worrying about tyres from the end of the race.
We've got Frome in CJ's wheel tracks.
Runs in.
Panda is also in. Panda's on the supers. I can only think he's fearing the undercut.
Wing change.
Oh, the wing change from Panda. He must have tagged the wall somewhere. I mean, he did do it. Not last season, the season before, because I came into him at turn 3. He was broadside across the track without a wheel. So. So Panda has come out 2 seconds behind Dutch, and Tico has overtaken Dutch. So all thoughts of those two working together seem to be out the window.
Unless Dutch is now going to use Tico as a tow.
Yeah. So we currently have a McLaren 1-2. And a banana 3-4. Now, someone asked me before qualifying, how do you see the first 8 laps going out? This isn't how I would have predicted anything.
Now, Frome had a half move on the previous lap. Is he going to send it this time? It's gaining. Yep.
CJ managed to hold it on the outside, but there is a second DRS straight coming up. It is less likely to see a move on this straight, but people have tried it in the past.
They do happen. But from waiting for a better opportunity.
So Zach has now called the back of Matt Hall. Obviously Zach has pitted, Matt Hall has not pitted.
Yep. Dutch is staying with Tico.
So that wing change that Panda had it's cost him a lot of time, because Bran is like nearly 8 seconds down the road from him now. You would anticipate Zach to make a move on that course down the straight.
As you'd anticipate Grant to make a move on Ravers as well.
Slight contact on the wall from Zach, but he pulled out alongside Matt Collins before the DRS line, so that move is done.
Yep, Brand doing the same to Ravers. And setting the fastest lap in the process.
Checks. Right, so Brand started on the Ultra Soft, he's gone to the Super Soft.
Now, did he not do something similar last week in Australia?
He did, he went for the 2-stop and was very quick at the end of the race. Or was that the end of last season? I can't remember. In the last season, wasn't it, with Brazil? I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
So he does like to try a different strategy, so... Tico and Dutch are still half a second between each other. However, they are being caught slowly, but being caught by Panda. He's on a lot of pressure tyres.
Throne looks closer to CJ this time around.
Plexix is in pit lane. So is CJ going to pit? No, he's going back to the right. So see,
No, Throne's going to pit.
Go for that undercut. Oh yeah, CJ's on the soft. What am I thinking of? Okay. Won't show up.
Plexix has emerged right behind Zach.
Put on 4-lap fresher tyres. Mr. Quick Tap, can we get an on board with someone for a lap?
Yeah, now the last time I done a full lap on board with someone, we got a copyright strike.
So that might be a no then good.
I mean, I might be able to do the majority of a lap. I think Goy's after shift points and what gear to be in on certain corners.
Not that he needs them, of course, being the elite level gamer of the year.
Sorry, you mispronounced noob.
But yeah, flag and second down.
Ooh.
Come to Ravers. Ravers is pointing the wrong way. He has wing damage.
Well, that awkward left-hander over that blind crest, I thought Plexix was taking a trip to the wall.
Yeah, Zach hit the wall as well there.
Is that going by CJ?
Plexus, when he came out of the pits, was 4/10 behind, and now he's 2 seconds behind Zach. Zach's as fast as lap.
Yeah, I think Zach maybe saw just how close Plexix had come out and put the hammer down. Plus he'd have got a nice toe off of CJ coming down the main straight.
Yeah, so Chicken Dude has pitted and gone on the soft tyre. Then has come out 5 seconds behind Bran and a second and a half in front of Tiki. So when Frome pitted, he's come out behind Coandy, who is behind Academy, but Frome is there in Oxox, so yeah. So, we're 4-car train for 12th place. So now it's a question of how long is physics going to go into this race. Is he going to go on the soft tyre, or is he going to try and take these to go to the ultra soft at the end? And judging by tyre choice now, I don't believe we're going to see any rain today.
No, those clouds that you saw at the start of the race, I think, have dissipated. Looking very clear up in the sky.
Trash in pit lane, 11 laps on those supers. So in reality, if physics is going on the supers, we'd expect him in the next 2 to 3 laps.
Tico passing Chicken Guy into turn 1.
So there wasn't much between Chicken Guy and Cress on track, and since they've pitted, there's now 2 cars in between them.
That's the power of the undercut.
So Plaxit is on the back of CJ now. At the moment, you've got to say that it's Zach's race to lose. For the 3-second gap to CJ and Physics has still got to fit.
I think the difference in the tyre grip levels between CJ and Plexit's almost caught Plexit's out then. He broke much later than CJ and just tagged the back of him. I got away with it.
Plexit does indeed get past CJ in the straight.
So that's net P2 for Plexits.
Panda's just slipped past Dutch Tricks on the straight. And now Chicken Guy, Crest, sorry, with the banana, is catching Dutch Tricks with 11 lap fresh as soft tyres.
Alright boys, I'm gonna have to jump off, got some stuff to do.
Right mate, well, thanks for joining us.
No worries, enjoy the rest of the race.
Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later. So who's close now? The chicken dude is on the back of Tico. Dutch is falling away from Panda. I mean, he just overtook him at the start of this lap and he's now got a near enough out of DRS rating. Is Dutch going to make it to the end of this race on that one set of tyres? Academies has recently overtaken Kawandi, but Kawandi is now in DRS zone for the straight. CJ is finding the pit lane, so maybe I'm going on the supers. Matt Collins in pit lane, maybe going on the supers. And Chicken Dude is attempting to close down Tigo, but Chicken Dude has a lot more ERS.
So it's just our race leader who hasn't stopped yet.
Like I say, if he comes in next end of this lap, you would think he's going supers, but if he stays out, Dutch has gone round. Coming out of turn 3. And he's lost wing, so our reigning champion is going to have to go back to the pit for that one, unfortunately.
Well, that answers your question as to is he going to take that set of tyres to the end?
Yeah. Sorry, Dutch, I didn't mean to put a hex on you for that one. Yeah, sorry Aaron, he's also in the party. I know he's your teammate. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Physics is carrying on.
Okay, so in my humble, very bad opinion, I'm going to suggest that Physics is going to try and go at field soft tyre.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless
if
he
he
proves me wrong by pitting this lap.
if he were to pit this lap, I would expect him to pop out somewhere around Panda.
Well, Academies is in pit lane as well as From, so I wonder if those two are coming together. Is Dutch going to be likely going for the fastest lap now to try and stop the front runners getting an extra point? You'd think you'd have the pace.
Yeah, it all depends on what physics does.
Yeah.
Because if he stretches this out and goes to the ultra soft, you would expect him to take the fastest lap point.
I'm interested to see what Brandon's going to do. I mean, Super's in the last, what? I mean, Kowandi's done 13 laps on his. So what? Maybe 15 laps? Physics is in pit lane. What tires is he going on? Supers. Okay.
And Tico's in pit lane.
Has he got more wing damage? Because those tyres should have lasted him to the end, in theory. No wing damage.
No wing change.
He must not have been happy with those tyres. One is in pit lane after 14 laps on the supers. So Bran is on lap 9 on his supers. So you would anticipate he's going to give us another stop, so we're going on the ultras. In the end, which will make him a quicker car on track again, so he might get that faster lap point.
Well, Physics actually got out in front of Chicken Guy.
Ooh.
It's probably worth mentioning, I haven't seen a lot of time penalties.
No,
and
it's a very difficult track to get an actual penalty on.
Yeah, so the guys that finish outside the top 10 could find themselves scoring a point by being penalty free.
Is Ravers ready to pick up his first point of the season? Tell us what you think in chat. Will Ravers pick up a point tonight? So Zach has currently done the most laps on his set of tyres on 11. Electric's on 4 lap fresher softs, but Physics is on supers, not about 5 seconds behind the race leader. No, that's 5 seconds behind. Oh, hang on. I can do maths. About 7 seconds behind the leader. No, 10 seconds behind the leader. There, I got it in the end. Sorry. I wish I could do maths.
Well, CJ's just set a fastest lap of the race. So, as it stands, he'll be getting the extra point.
City Porsche and both bananas are looking strong tonight. I mean, 5th and 7th at the moment, with Bran expected to make a pit stop, is pretty good so far.
Yeah, I mean, they've made 5 and 4 places. Yeah. Dutch is now playing blocker by taking the fastest lap. Being outside the top 10, he can't get the point. But as you said earlier, Pagani, it denies the other guys getting it.
Yeah. You mentioned CJ setting the fastest lap on the previous lap. He's right in the back crest now. And he's on 3 lap old supers, so you reckon he'd get this move down and try and catch Panda?
Yeah, well, Physics has had 2 seconds out of Bran on this lap as well.
CJ has so much more pace through that crash again. He's got the miles. He's got him before the detection point for the DRS. So Cress actually got DRS. So Cress is coming back at him.
There he goes.
So CJ was going to be a little bit too quick for himself on that run through. Obviously, Physics made it past Bran on a second DRS straight. So. I want to guess that CJ is now going to be stuck behind Crest for the remainder of this lap.
You would think so.
Unless you lost her a bit.
That was close.
Well, Peteman reckons Ravers is going to get a point tonight, so don't let your fan club down, Ravers or Bolivia. They're all counting on you.
There he is.
So physics was 10 seconds behind Dutch, he's now 7 seconds behind Zach even. I'm not having a good day today. Okay.
Right, CJ versus Cress, round 2.
Now if it happens again, Cress has just been extra smart and lifting before the DRS.
Yep. Well, it's not going to...
Up this time. Oh,
Dutch has called
Dutch
it.
is tired. Now did he crash? Or did he do that in pit lane? I'm not sure. Brian is in pit lane, going the ultra soft. Matt Cors is in DRS of Oxhawks, but Tico is in the DRS of both of them and set fastest lap.
CJ still can't get past Cress.
So Matt Cors is going for P9 and Tico is letting the two of them battle while he tries to save some ERS. Just had a message back from Dutch. He doesn't like Baku. That's all I want to say. He's a bit shorter than that. But yeah, so Dutch doesn't like Baku. Okay, so Brand came out the pit in P8 with fresh ultra softs. 1.3 seconds.
Tico, yeah. Tico's just hit the wall again.
Oh, Tico. When you got fastest lap,
he's lost his end plate. Right, CJ lining up Cress again, and this time he's got the inside line, and his nose in front.
What do you think? Oxhawk must have a very quick car in a straight line because Matt Cors can't get close down the straight.
The closing speed of Bran on Cress for turn 3 was insane. He's literally just closed up like 4/10 of a second in a braking zone.
The only trouble is now with Bran is he's got to be smart with his overtake. He's going
Well,
for it now.
he's going for it here.
Oh, boys, get it done before the castle, please. One side by side in the castle.
No, and
CJ's binned it.
CJ binned it, yeah. And that's...
Oh my god. That's Bran's race done.
Yep.
Oh, CJ's lost a wheel trying to go flat around the left-hander after the castle section.
Yeah. And there lies the reason why it's not wise to go too wide in the castle section.
To be fair, they were doing fine, they just came across a sideways CJ. But yeah, it's not
Yeah,
the
but
best idea to
going into that
go
left-hander, someone should have yielded.
So, you mentioned Tico damaging his front wing again. He's trying to get past Matt Cors. Tico has just hit the back of Matt Cors and got more front wing damage.
I'll say he's lost some more.
So Brand's pitted, got a new front wing and put some more ultra softs on.
While all that's going on, Physics is closing down Plexits.
Is there any team orders at McLaren? I mean, I should know this, but I don't know this. Because you don't tell me anything. Because I'm just a lowly Div 2 driver. But both of them have caught a second into Zach as well. Is Zach beginning to struggle on those 15 lap old soft tyres? I've got to admit, that CJ mistake has caught me by surprise.
I'll tell you who else it caught by surprise.
Bran.
Yeah.
He drove an entire season last season without... Well, I did one mistake, sorry, at USA. So hopefully that's his mistake for this season out the way. That he can start his season up from next race. Peatman's claiming chicken do for a podium.
I mean, he's currently 15 seconds off of it.
I was going to say, it's going to require something to happen either between the two McLarens or for Zach to have an issue, I believe. But yeah, it looks like that name change for Bran has brought his luck back from the start of last season, unfortunately, which he doesn't want to go with. Oh! Zach has just hit the wall. Down in that downhill left-hander. I'm not sure if he got damaged though, but it was a fair old hit. Big enough to lose half a second to Plexit.
I'll say he's lost half a second from it. So the top three now separated by 3 seconds.
Is that Mercedes running wounded? I can't tell. Either way, the McLarens are smelling blood.
Yeah, very difficult to tell.
Well, I believe that's our main battle on track at the moment as well. Everyone seemed to get a second half between each other, so... But Plexit is catching Zach. Oof. Yeah, you just caught like 2/10 in one braking zone, okay. Bran keeping that fastest lap. I'm gonna have a look at Zach through this fast chicane and check his steering input. That might give us a clue if he's got wing damage, because both McLarens are in DRS.
It seemed okay.
Wing damage. Yeah, minimal steering input.
But
Plexit's
they're coming.
He's coming. Going the outside for turn 1. He's got the move done. Zach's going back for some... What's happened to Physics? Physics was within 4/10 of Plexit coming on the straight. Now he's second back.
I think he may have been saving.
Got a nail biter conclusion to this race. "18 laps on the soft tyre at the moment. Is it too much?"
You've got Co-Andy very close to Tico in the battle for P9.
Co-Andy going on the outside. Getting squeezed from Digo. Oh. Okay, there's no space on the outside, go Andy. Let's try something else. It did look quite a bad squeeze, but that was just the angle I had, I think.
Yeah, Physics was almost pushing Zach through the castle section there, they were that close.
Andy's got Tico on the second DRS turret. And Matt Cause is back in DRS zone of Oxox.
Well, Plexitz is checking out in front. He's got a second and a half going into the final lap, so it looks like Plexitz is good for the win.
Physics. Who's going to get DRS? I think Physics got DRS. He did.
Now, if Zach's clever here, he'll sit behind Physics for a lap. If he can keep with him, he might be able to drag him to the line.
Tico's crashed at the castle section.
And that's promoted Catamies into P10.
Are we going to see a McLaren 1-2? Or is Zach going to put up a fight back? That was a late
defensive move
from its Physics. Matt Cause is right on the back of Oxox starting his last lap. Is he going to try and pull a Bottas from a couple of years ago and get him through for the line on the last lap? I mean, how do we pick a driver of the day out of this lot? I don't know. I mean, Physics made up 11 places. I believe top 2 is decided, but Physics is back in DRS just with Plexits. Can he get him before the line? I doubt it, but he's gaining. Not quick enough though.
So I think he's too far back to get it.
Does the Plexus lift and make it a nice photo finish for the line? I doubt it.
Not a chance. So that's a McLaren 1-2 with Zach coming in P3. Chicken Guy's had a good night.
P4. A strong night from Renault. Panda's had a nice clean race to move up to 5th. Which after last race.
Yep, little wee from Panda, so that would suggest he's happy with that.
Matt Cause is trying to get closer to Oxox, but he's running out of battery.
He's running out of straight as well.
Oxox gets P7, Matt Cause 8. Andy 9. Academy's P10 by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to stay that way.
And just to confirm that Bran got fastest lap, so no fastest lap point.
For the second week running in Div 1.
City Posh says driver day the chicken doodle, it's Physics. Well, there will be a poll up on Twitter after the race, so feel free to check that one out. Can I just say it's a pleasant sight to see the McLaren 1-2 being a McLaren Div 2 driver. It's just, yeah, I like that sight. Not so good for Team Ferrari today, but obviously with Dutch there, they're going to bounce back, and CJ as well was unlucky today, so. So, should we invite Chicken Dude, because I think Zach still can't do boy interviews, so. Who's part? Aaron, are you still here? By any chance? No, okay, I'll do it. Well, I'll look for them because you're party host, unfortunately. So, I'll just suggest them, then it's less time for you to look for a minute.
Yeah, who's that?
I only do it one at a time because they're not on my friends list. Chicken guy will be there. Go. The McLaren Div1 boys always like to put pressure on the McLaren Div2 boys, don't they?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
What's up? Dude, our first 1-2, I'm so happy. What the fuck?
Just waiting on Chicken Div, here he is. So I believe we can start if you want to crack on, sir.
Yeah, we'll crack on. So, Plexits, another win to add to your collection.
Yes.
Just talk us through your thinking on strategy tonight, because you started on the super soft tyre, whereas the guys around you were all on the ultras. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, I saw already in practice, if you would go on the ultra soft and you would pit early for the soft rod would really die off in the last like 5 to 6 laps. And if you go on the super soft and pit like 5-6 laps later, you would be like easily 2-3 seconds faster than those guys. So that's why I went for it.
Right, you're listening, Div2 boys. Now, your quali lap, considering you did that on the super soft tyre, was incredible.
Yeah, I was really happy with that one. Really happy.
My lap was good too.
No, but in practice I also did 136.8, 136.9. So it was really a relief to get it finally being able to show the pace I have like in the real race. So
I'm not going to mention what I'm doing in qualifying. You don't want to know.
You could walk round faster. So a McLaren 1-2, looking pretty
Finally,
good in the constructors standings as it is. 'Cause you topped it after last week with a P1 and a P4. So stretching that lead at this early stage, do you think you can continue that run?
yeah, for sure, man. I mean, me and physics, every time we are practicing, we are so close on pace, no matter the track. And I mean, I guess we have pretty good pace. So yeah, it's gonna be really good season for us, I think.
No, well, signs are looking promising. So good drive tonight, buddy, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
Right, I'm going to remain impartial. However, McLaren! Nah, McLaren 1-2. As a McLaren Div2 driver, it's a fantastic sight to see. At least we're getting carried a little bit because I'm a bit crap. So I'm not just putting that out there. It's physics. Obviously, start on the
good.
soft tyre.
Yeah.
It looked an interesting strategy, but obviously the pace that you had in that race, it pulled you through. I mean, you cleared the traffic fairly quick, so...
Yeah, that's true. True.
We saw when you pitted, you were gaining on Plexits, but he was also gaining on Zach, so was the team orders coming into play, or were you just pushing
No, we were
everything you
just
had?
talking relaxed. He said in 10 laps ago you're gonna catch me. I thought I didn't, but he catch the number one, so we all came together. And yeah, I don't know. I thought I could have him, but yeah. P2, I'm happy with that. So I started P13, so yeah. Quali was yeah a mistake, so I learned from that.
I mean, you turned that quality mistake into a P2 in the race, so you can't ask for much more than that. So.
No, true. So I was close to P1 710, so I take that.
I mean, the form is looking very good for you too, and you in particular, you've just come back to FTRL. Do you think you can carry this form through the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think so. Lexi said it already. Every time we practice, it's 110 in all tracks. So it's gonna be a great season.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. We practiced this morning, and it was 17,000 or so, or something in quali. So
thank God. I got good teammates in Div1.
I mean, you and I know what it's like to be pretty close around Circuit Pagani, so we know where they're coming from.
I think our average was 1/10 of a second last season. So yeah, we've been stuck together like glue. So no, congrats to both of you two for Team McLaren. It's a pleasure to see you on too. So
thank you very much.
I'll give you back the side because that's what I do.
So. Chicken guy, Marcus.
Yep.
What a drive.
Yeah, pretty pleased with that one. Can't lie. Just everything sort of seemed to play out really well for me. I got lucky when I pit because I came out ahead of quite a large train. So if I'd been in that, probably wouldn't be in this position now. But really happy with it, to be honest.
I was going to say, you say about luck and things falling your way. I mean, you certainly did get the rub of the green tonight, I think. So that sort of result, was you, you know, what was you eyeing up pre-race, like as a realistic target? I mean, has that exceeded it?
Yeah, I'd say I succeeded it. Quite a lot actually. To be honest, I quite like Baku.
I was going to say you've got some previous round there.
Yeah, in the performance league, I think I got third or something, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was expecting to be fast-ish, but not like up with the top guys. So yeah, I've done alright.
I was going to say it was a cracking effort. I think you've made up, was it 5 or 6 positions in that race from where you started?
Yeah, I think P10 to 4th, yeah. Can't really complain with that.
Yeah, well, I think you're definitely in with a shout for driver of the day. There will be a poll going up after this broadcast, so be sure to vote on that. Just quickly guys, it's Canada next week, so can I just find out how you all feel heading into that one? What your thoughts are on Canada?
Shit of a track. I hate it.
I don't know, yeah.
I quite like Canada. I think it's alright. But I thought
might
it
have
had been
made
Div 2 last a few seasons ago, rather, but
You might have made an enemy in Aaron because Aaron's quite protective of Canada, so.
Oh.
Quite protective, that's an understatement.
It's a good job he's not here. Well, he's in the party, but muted, so otherwise he might be, what's the word, swearing quite a lot. So
Let him swear. Just a shit track. Only chicanes. Who the hell even comes up with a circuit like that?
I don't know. Maybe sector 1 is fun, but the rest is shit.
I like the curbs.
Yeah. That's why maybe sector 1. Just, if you feels good when you get it right, but the rest of the shit, yeah.
Right, well,
We'll see.
congrats tonight, guys, and best of luck for next week. As we mentioned,
Yeah, thank you.
it is Canada next week, but before that, we have got Division 2 tomorrow night around Baku.
Yeah.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow night for more carnage. Thanks for watching tonight.